My week of spending went great. I feel like I stayed under budget in all categories, and although I said I wasn't going to do any luxury shopping, that didn't work out this week, but I got it covered. Hey everyone, welcome back to your channel. It is your girl Sanaa, and first of all, these glasses are too freaking blurry. Y'all gonna have to give me a second. I feel like I could see better without the darn glasses. The blur is unreal. So let me get that cleared up. We're about to go into my weekly spending, you guys. It is the beginning of January. This is my first budget for the pay of July the 5th. So I'm settling out my expenses from July the 1st to July 5th. You guys, I am a credit card user. I use my credit cards to get my cashback rewards. If you don't understand why, please watch this video here where I explain my cashback rewards. And I could do a detailed video to help you all understand what credit cards I'm using to get the cashback rewards that I'm using. I only use credit cards that's going to give me 2% or more. Some is 3%, some is 5%. Like all of my internet and cell phone, I get 5% back on that. Any dining out, I get 3%. Some gas, I get 3%. Primarily 2% on all other purchases. So when I am doing luxury shopping, it's a win, but it adds up to a couple $100s, if not over $100 every month, $200. It depends on what I'm spending on. So nonetheless, I feel like I did really good. I stayed in budget with all of my variable spending. So my variable spending are the cash envelopes that I keep inside of my wallet here, and this is the ZIPPY Luxe wallet, you guys. Sidebar. So I am restocking this color that will be coming soon. I want to say by the end of July, I do have 2 other colors coming. I'm restocking the bronze, which should be in about a week or 2, and I do have another color I'm launching also with the restock of the bronze. And then with the restock of the almond, I'm having 2 new colors, so that won't be until August, but I do have some new colors coming to the ZIPPY Luxe wallet collection, you guys. So I stayed in budget with all of my spending, right? I stayed in budget. Now, you guys, I am on this new mushroom coffee, and there is a coffee shop in Center City, Philadelphia. It's a Plant-A-Carry. It's an all herbal plant-based shop. They have a mushroom coffee mixed with an herbal blend that they make themselves. It is delicious. I need a sinking fund. I need a cash envelope in my wallet that says coffee. I do, because oh my gosh, I am spending so much money. I need to start making a separate budget for that, or I need to include it in me money. I gotta be real intentional and specific, because I drink, which is like it's kind of like an iced coffee called Still Not Coffee, and I'm gonna put their Instagram here, you guys. I don't know if they ship out their herbs and herbal blends and stuff like that, but I love it. If you're in the area, please give them a shout out. Tell them So Crafty Sanaa sent you. But I need to figure out how to incorporate them in my budget, because the Still Not Coffee I drink is $8. I don't know if it's a 12 ounce or a 16 ounce. I'm not sure. I believe it's a 16 ounce. It looks like a grande. I usually get 2 to fill up my Stanley, because I have a 30 ounce Stanley and a 40 ounce Stanley, and I usually get 2. And it's worth it to me because I'm not drinking coffee anymore, because coffee is very acidic. When I used to drink coffee, it had to be organic coffee. I'm trying to stay away from coffee, because coffee is one of the most acidic things you can put in your body. Diseases, mucus, inflammation, those things thrive in an acidic environment. With trying to have a more alkaline body, I have to stop ingesting coffee. I need a substitute. I drink a lot of herbal tea blends. I'm getting off track here. I need to incorporate something for that drink. I want to say at least once a week. I really need like a sinking fund for coffee. Say no more. Coffee will be added to behind me money. I'm going to put coffee behind me money. I am going to create a budget for what I seem to make a habit. Now, if I can get this, once they start making it and selling it for you to make at home, then fine. But they haven't been able to do that yet, but that is on their plans. Let's get back to it, y'all. I'm about to get into my weekly cash unstuffing. I've explained my routine here, but I'm going to put this video so you guys can watch that. It goes into my routine step by step if you're new to my channel. I am going to go over the routine. I'm proud of myself, except for the luxury. I'm going into my quiet luxury No, I mean, listen, I like what I like, but I have been wanting the Roe Margot bag. I have seen it. It reminds me, everybody keeps saying, oh, it's a new Birkin. No, it reminds me of a Celine bag to the T. And I have 3 Celine bags. So if anybody wants a Celine bag, please hit me up in the comments. I have a black crop, a navy blue, and I have this orange leather color Celine. I do want to sell one of them. So if anybody's interested in the Celine bag, I'll put a picture here of the style Celine it is. They're all 3 the same size. Can't think of the name of that. But anyway, I do want to get rid of one of those. I wanted the Roe Margot bag, and I went onto their website the other day and it was available. They're so hard to get. Don't even get me started. I had a good day. I hope everyone had a good day. We're going to jump into my weekly expense, cash and stuffing, and I want to get this over with. So let's go over to the book. Hey everyone. So you guys, I filmed this entire video. I did my whole entire weekly expense cash out strip and I never hit record on my phone. So you guys didn't even see me give you all the game on how I spent my money and how I took from all my envelopes and paid back this spending. So let me give you a recap of my weekly spending since I already started this video and you guys didn't see what I did, but that's okay because you've seen a million of my cash out stuffing videos. So this one will just be a little different. So I had a total of $1,815.91 that I spent this week. And that is because I did make a partial luxury payment of $1,250. That was my portion. The rest of the money was gifted to me. So that's why I only paid $1,250. But had I not paid the $1,250, but I did, but just look at what I would have only spent around less, like $500 and something. So I was so proud of that. And I'm like, God damn it, why? But okay. So I spent $1,815.91. So let's break down my categories and my spending for the week. So food was $187.76. My budget for the week was $200. So I was under budget, which was excellent. I have $12 left in groceries. I am going to open my wallet and I have my this microphone here. So I guess I can put this down. Let me see if I can put this microphone here and let's see. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear me good. So I have $12 left in groceries because I was under budget, $188 to groceries, yay me. Okay, household, I had a budget of $60 for the week. I only spent $31.78. I rounded that up to $32. So I have $28 left in my household budget. I'm so proud of that. All right, dining out. So dining out, I had a budget of $60. I spent $35.82. I rounded that up to $36. I should have $24, but I'm missing $2. I don't know why. I didn't do any cash spending, but I could have forgot. So I don't know. But I have $22 left in dining out, so that's perfect. Medical. So medical / health, I could use my HSA for, but oftentimes I forget to use my HSA. Like I spent at Pin Herbs, which is a herbal place where you buy fresh herbs and things like that. I could have used my HSA for that because it could be considered holistic medicine, herbal medicine. So that was $77.52. I don't know why I didn't use my HSA. It didn't cross my mind at the time, but nonetheless, medical, the same thing. Medical, I purchased Shilajit, which is a mineral that comes from the rocks high up in the Himalayas. It's very high in minerals, fulvic acid, magnesium, iron, and things like that. So it's really good for the body because it has a lot of the minerals that we need. So anyway, I purchased that. And I also talked about in a video, I was going to link the Instagram, and I'll put the Instagram here of where I get my Shilajit from. Medical was $55. Me money, I spent $26. So I had a budget of $156 in me money, and I spent $26, and I have $130 left in me money. So that is perfect. That is perfect for me. Absolutely. Okay. So car, I spent $3. I had a budget of $10 in car. So that leaves me with $7 left in my car budget. Perfect. I am going to have a lot of rollover money. But the thing is, buffer slash rollover. But what am I going to do with that money when it's done? Am I going to put that money in buffer? Am I going to put it in rollovers? Or am I going to put it in savings challenges? Or am I going to put it in luxury? Boom. I could put it in debt. That would be like the most responsible thing to do. But luxury was $1,250. So I only had $562 in my luxury budget, my sinking fund. So I could not take from luxury. Well, I couldn't take the full amount. I took the $562. That leaves me with a difference of $688. I'm going to pull that money from my account, which is what I intended to do when I initially made this purchase. I knew I only had $562. I already knew I was going to take the difference from my checking account, which is the big buffer. So I'm going to take that from there. For this spending at Pin Herbs, again, I already had that marked for my checking account because I forgot to use my HSA. I can do a reimbursement for my HSA, but it's all my money at the end of the day, so I can leave it there and just use it for something else. Okay, so selfie. I went and got my hair done. So my hair was $139. I took a $10 cash tip, so that's the $139 plus the 10. So I only needed to pull $139, which is what I put on the card. So I took $139 from my selfie sinking fund, and that leaves me with a balance of $51 in my selfie envelope. So I do plan to get a pedicure and get my nails done, but I probably need to add more money just to cover both. But I'll make sure that that's funded enough to cover that when the time comes. I took $32 from buffer because I was short in my category of medical. I was $40 short there, and I was short in luxury. So I took the 32 from buffer, which you see that here. That just went towards my spending. This is all the money that I pulled from my cash envelopes and my sinking funds to cover my spending. Let's count and see how much I have. I should have $1,805.91. I know I'm not there, but let's go ahead and count this money and let's see what I have. So I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550, 570, 590, 610, 630, 650, 670, 690, 710, 730, 750, 770, 790, 810, 830, 850, 870, 890, 910, 930, 940, 950, 960, 970, 980, 985, 990, 995, 1,000, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I have $1,033 that's going to go back towards my credit card. Now, that is not the $1,805.91. However, like I said, I knew I needed to take money from my checking account to cover part of my spending this week. My checking account is the big buffer. So I am going to be taking $773 from my checking account, which gives me a total of $1,806. So that is what I'm going to pay back. I am going to put this money in back to bank. I'm going to go deposit it in the bank. And now let's discuss my credit card payments, okay? So I use 1, 2, 3, 4 credit cards. Now I do have a Target purchase here. I don't remember which credit card I used to make that purchase. So what I'm going to do is, after I finish the video, I'm going to look and see which one of these 4 cards I made that purchase on and then add that to the payment amount. After I pull all my money out, I write my cards down. So I have 4 cards that I use this week. And these are the amounts that I need to make a payment in order to zero those cards back out. My Amex Blue Cash Preferred, I need to make a payment of $138.26. My Chase Freedom Card, so let me back it up. Amex Blue Cash Preferred, I get 6% cashback rewards on all groceries, supermarket, and things like that. So I only use that when I go to supermarkets and grocery stores. I get 6% cashback. So that payment is $138.26. My Chase Freedom, I get 3% back on all dining in restaurants. So whenever I'm out dining out at a restaurant, I use my Chase Freedom. That is $58.77 I need to pay back on that card. My Apple Card, I get 2% cash back on all Apple purchases when I use Apple Pay. So that is a payment of $110.58 I need to pay on that. My Wells Active, I get 2% cash back on that, but that card is a 0 interest card. And so anything I use on that card, I don't get charged interest, even though I pay it off weekly, but it's 2% cash back. So $1,327.57 is what I need to make a payment of that card. Again, I'm going to figure out where the $31.78 comes from. I already pulled that money from household, as you can see, so the money is within the $1,033. I just need to know what card I'm making that payment for. The other thing is, as soon as the video ends, I go and make all of these payments. I already have the money. It's in the account. I'm just going to deposit this to replenish, but overall, I spent $1,815.91. I'm going to make that credit card payment of $1,806 to cover all of my spending that I did this week. That is how I leverage my credit as an additional source of income, because I'm getting cashback rewards at minimum 2% on the amount that I spend this week. That money adds up monthly, you guys. I get a couple $100 depending on if I'm making large purchases, but I definitely get some money back every time. So it's worth it to me. And then I use my cash envelopes to pay back those credit card spending. If that is a lot for you to do, it's a lot of steps, it's a lot of accountability, don't do it. Just use cash. It's nothing wrong with that, but it works for me. My reward cash envelope right now is $1,445.88, and that is from January, February, May, and June. That is only 4 months. I didn't do March and April. So 4 months, that is $1,445.88. Now, I know you guys like, what? But sometimes I make large purchases, like I purchase luxury handbags. So 3% and 2% back on a luxury handbag is cash back, right? So, and if you look at my spending throughout the week, if you go back and watch past videos, then you understand why my cashback rewards is that high, and that's why it is a benefit to me, because I'm going to spend that money regardless. So why not get something back from it? So I'm not suggesting spend more to get cashback rewards. That doesn't make sense. But if you're already going to spend that money, it is worth it to me to get my cashback rewards. It just is. And a couple of people have tried it and they love it as well. I don't care if it's $50 for the month. If you add $50 up every month for 12 months, you're going to have a couple $100 that you wouldn't have had, but you would have spent that money anyway. So I'm not promoting the use of credit cards, but you guys, we have to make our money work for us. And if you can turn that into an additional source of income for yourself, an additional savings, you can add that to investments, you can put that towards a debt payment. Why not? So you guys, that is it. Again, I was using my Zippy Lux wallet. If you missed it, like I talked about earlier, I added the coffee envelope because I am on this new mushroom coffee. Once I start making it myself, maybe I won't spend, but either way, I'm going to include that spending in my budget. So please stay tuned for my cash stuffing, because I got paid on July the 5th. I am going to do a small cash stuffing. I am going to look through and see what money I have for rollovers, and we'll go from there. You guys will see what I'm going to do with that money. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please stay tuned for my next video. Bye.
Always be